Hi everyone, this is Mr. Wong. In this video, we are going to look into our flat pack design. We are looking into how you are going to start with your flat pack design homework. Now, so in this document, in your Google Classroom, you will be seeing this Unit 3 flat pack design. And then I'm going to show you on how you can start working on your design. Now, for our statement of inquiry, we are, okay. So for our statement of inquiry, common products like furniture can be produced sustainably through mindful development of processes. So it means that you're going to design it, in the big picture, you're looking into the furniture. Okay, so looking into how the design concept can be integrated with the design of the cardboard. Now, your role is your furniture designer. Okay, so that's your role. And then your audience is your fellow students will be testing your design. Now, the situation is you are going to be building a furniture that is useful for you, or material or object that can help you organize your locker. Okay, so or your locker or your desk. Okay, now this is, you can use it as a full size or a full size material. Now the rubric will show you for A3, which is you're analyzing an existing product. So we're looking, I would like to see that you envision what you are going to create. Okay, so for example, you're going to create a pencil box or a pencil holder. Okay, so when you find an object that is a pencil holder, you may look into the flat pack design cardboard that is made out of pencil holder. Okay, so for 7 and 8, what they're looking into is I want you to give me an example of 3 existing flat pack designs. And then you need to put in the links of it. And then also you describe the strength of the structure. So this is important. You are describing the strength of how is it made using cardboard. Now, remember that I'm looking for cardboard design. Okay, cardboard design. Now, you cannot find an object that is made out of wood because that defeats the purpose of using or looking into the structure of a cardboard versus the wood. Of course, wood will be much stronger. Now, so an example, for example, I am going to be, in my mind, I'm going to be creating an example of maybe this type. Okay, the letter organizer or letter holder. Okay, so here I researched 3 of things that can be related to the design that I'm thinking of. So 3 examples, okay, and then 3 links of it, okay, and afterwards your analysis, okay, analysis, you should answer this 4 questions. 1 is how is it connected? 2 is how is it folded? And then 3, how is there any external support? And then the last part is you're going to talk about the shape of the structure. Now, for how is it connected, I already created a video about it, and then this is your structure technique. Okay, there's 14 structure technique that you can use for this idea, and then tell me what is it made out of, how is it being connected. So here, this is important that you go to this video and then find what is the connection is from one cardboard to the next. And folded, if it's folded left or right or any of the combination of it. Now, and then external parts that is supported. What is that? For example, hinge. Okay, the hinge or the make do that I use, or maybe a fastener, okay, the fastener or steel fastener, or even screw. Look into the design if there are any of this. So in this one example, there are, for my example, there are no external parts that is supporting the structures itself. Okay, and then the shape of the structure, how is it being supported? So is it strong? How is it strong? How is it going to be able to stabilize? Okay. Now, afterwards, you're going to be presenting 3 ideas. So that's for B2, you're presenting ideas. So I want to see 3 designs, and you are going to outline annotations. Outline annotations, and then the annotation should be the dimensions, functions, and structures. Okay, and then the last part is 2 types of structural techniques. So structural techniques that you should be applying into the explanation or your ideas. Now, this is an example. Okay, so for example, this is 3 designs now of a chair. Okay, for the chair. Now 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 types of design in this. So it satisfied my 3 design ideas, and then outline all annotations. So there are, in this example, there is annotation for function and features. Okay, so I was able to give the function and features for it, but there's no dimension for that. So it means that the example is not all of the annotations. Okay, so remember that. So here there is 3 examples, but function and features are given, but there's the dimension is not given. So dimension is the measurement of the design. Okay, now the last part is what type of structural technique that you used. Okay, so here you may explain what will you be using for this example. So for example, here you may see that it is a slot and tab. Now slot and tab, and then insert it, and also this one is also insert. So there's 2 structural technique that is given in this example number 2. Okay, so you need to look into how you are going to make sure that the structural integrity is there. Now, when you finalize your ideas and then you chose your ideas that you're going to be making, now you need to create a blueprint. In this case, I will be giving you a grid for your design. So the grid graph will be given, and then you can start working on creating the scale size of it. So the 7 and 8 is a scale size of 2D print blueprint of all the pieces. Okay, all the pieces. So you have to idealize how would it work. Okay, and then when you put in a grid, and then we are going to write down, or you are going to start cutting it down. Now afterwards, this 3D rendering is your finishing touches. Okay, so it means that if you're able to do it in Tinkercad or SketchUp, this will be because you learned this one last year. So you will be able to gather or apply what you learned from last year. Okay. Now afterwards, this C2 and C2, you will not be writing anything. You will be creating it. So it means that you are going to show me how you are able to use your skill in creating your flatback. Okay, and then the last one is to look into what is the changes, okay, or any changes that you created while you're making it. So here, 7 and 8, I'm looking into the process journal. Okay, process journal. Now, you need to document your process journal. So this is an example. So week 1, week 2, and week 3, what you have done. Okay. Now here, what you have completed that week, and then explain any changes that you created and why you did did that. Okay, so you're going to explain that and justify how. Remember, justify. Give me a reason why you decided to change it. If you did not do any changes, then you just explain how you were able to follow the plan. Okay. Now, afterwards, the last portion, last criterion that you're going to do is to evaluate or test it. So this is the tricky part. Now, how will you be able to test it? Okay, think of ways how you are going to do this. Okay, so you are going to outline 3 criteria that product that is going to be doing the method of testing them. So here, there's Access FM. So I would like you to look into the Access FM and then look into how you were able to satisfy those criteria. So here, okay, so it said here that you need to have 1 on aesthetic and 1 on structure. Okay, so static and structure, you should be able to write it down here. Now, to evaluate your success. So in D1, okay, outline how you test them, how you make sure that it's beautiful, aesthetic, and then how is it structural? How is the structural integrity of your product is, okay? Now, afterwards, you are going to evaluate, okay? So D2 is to evaluate if you are successful or not, okay? So explain the success of the product, all of the success criteria. So all the success criteria will be able to produce with that. And the important part is the last part. Here is improvement. How you are going to improve your product in functionality, structural, and aesthetical. So as these 3 things you need to evaluate using the success criteria. And then how would you do a better job for the future? Now, here just at least one way to improve and in each one of them. Okay, so I hope you have fun. This is a big task, and then I would like to see more creativity in your product design. Okay, good luck.